Did you know that there is a special reason why people throw bread over their shoulders before they cross? What does it mean, and what should you do if you accidentally drop your slice of bread behind you? Stay tuned till the end to find out. Once upon a time, thousands of years ago, there lived a man whose name was Abraham. He lived in a place where everyone worshipped idols made of stone and metal. They thought these idols were gods who could help them or harm them. But Abraham knew that there was only one true God. He wanted everyone to know about this God and believe in him. Abraham didn't just want people to say they believed in God. He wanted them to really believe and trust him with all their hearts. One day, Abraham had enough. He went into the city where all the people were gathered around their idols. With a big axe in his hand, he started breaking the idols. People got very angry when they saw Abraham destroying their gods. They said, "How dare you break our gods? They are mighty and powerful. They will punish you." But Abraham wasn't scared. He told them, these are not gods at all. If they were real gods, they would be able to protect themselves. And besides, there is only one true God, and he is not here. The people were furious. They took Abraham to the king, who was called Nimrod. Nimrod was a powerful and cruel ruler. He was also very angry when he heard that someone had destroyed his favorite idols. He asked Abraham, "Why did you destroy my idols?" Abraham simply replied, "Because they are not gods." Nimrod was not pleased with this answer. He wanted to teach Abraham a lesson he would never forget. So he said, "You have disrespected our gods. You will be punished severely." Abraham looked at the king and said, "If you think you are so powerful, go ahead and punish me. I am not afraid of you." Then Nimrod ordered his soldiers to build a huge fire. He wanted to burn Abraham alive. Soldiers worked quickly, and soon a big pyre was ready. It was so tall that its top was almost touching the sky. The fire was so fierce that no one could go near it without being burned. After everything was ready, Nimrod called Abraham and said, "Now you will face the punishment you deserve. You will be burned alive in this fire." Abraham was thrown into the fire, but surprisingly, he was not hurt at all. The fire did not burn him, and he was completely safe. Everyone watching was amazed and scared. They had never seen anything like this happen before. But how could this be possible? How could Abraham survive in such a hot fire without being burned? Abraham stayed in the fire for a long time, and during this time, something amazing happened. The fire became cold and soft, and it felt like Abraham was inside a cloud instead of a fire. The smell of smoke disappeared, and it seemed like the fire was protecting him. When Abraham came out of the fire, everyone was shocked. His clothes were not torn, and not a single part of his body was burnt, or even had a small mark. He was completely fine and unharmed. Abraham walked towards Nimrod and the other rulers and said, "Do you still want to punish me?" Nimrod and his soldiers were scared now. They had seen God's power with their own eyes, and they knew that Abraham was a special person. No one knows exactly how long Abraham stayed in the fire, but when he came out, his body was totally fine. Not a single part of him was hurt. His clothes were not damaged either. Abraham was very happy because he had passed the test. He had shown everyone that there is only one true God. Nimrod and the other rulers were very surprised. They couldn't understand how Abraham was not burned. They asked him many questions, but Abraham simply smiled and said, "This is a miracle from God." Nimrod was still angry, but he knew he couldn't do anything to Abraham because God had protected him. So he let Abraham go and told him to leave the city. But before leaving, Abraham told the people, "There is only one God, and he is the most powerful. Don't worship idols because they can't help you and they are not real gods." The people listened to Abraham and many of them started believing in the one true God. They realized that Abraham was right and that God had saved him for a reason. They wanted to learn more about this God and about Abraham. As Abraham and his followers grew in number, their community became known as the children of Abraham. This group of people became very important in history. They spread the message of the one true God to many other people. Many people accepted this message and became part of Abraham's community. This is how the followers of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, who are called Abrahamic religions, started to spread all over the world. Abraham is considered a very important prophet in all three of these religions. He is known for his strong faith in God and for his willingness to follow God's commands. Even today, millions of people around the world read stories about Abraham and tried to follow his example. His story teaches us to have faith in God and to be brave in the face of danger. Many years after this, Jesus, who is the Son of God, also went through a similar test. When he was on earth, people tried to kill him because he was teaching people about the one true God and doing miracles. They took him to a high place and said, "If you are the Son of God, prove it by turning stones into bread." But Jesus replied, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then they took him to a very high place and said, "If you are the Son of God, jump, and the angels will catch you." But Jesus said, again, "It is written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Finally, they took him to the top of the temple and said, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, because it is written, he will give his angels a command concerning you to protect you." But Jesus said, again, "It is written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Matthew chapter 4 verses 1 to 7. In this story, we can see that just like Abraham, Jesus was also tested by fire, but both of them passed these tests with flying colors. Their strong faith in God helped them to overcome any fear or danger. Abraham's test of fire was a very important moment in history. It showed everyone that God was with him, and that he was chosen by God to be the father of a special nation. From that day on, Abraham's faith became even stronger. He continued to believe in God and to follow his rules. He never gave up, even when things were difficult. Abraham's story teaches us to be brave and to never lose hope. When we face problems in our lives, we can remember Abraham and his test of fire. It reminds us that if we believe in God and follow his rules, he will help us and protect us. What did you think about the story? What lesson did you learn from Abraham's test? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Click on this video to watch more interesting stories. Thanks for watching. See you next time.